Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, as you guys can see already in the title, this is gonna be my everyday makeup look. I haven't done a makeup video in like a long time now and I'm excited. So anyways, if you want to see how I did this look, then keep on watching. Okay guys, so let's start off with the base. I already moisturized my face with the Cetaphil Daily Facial Moisturizer and it has SPF. This is how it look like right here. I got it at Target. So anyways, let's prime. I will be using my Milk Hydro primer from Milk. I like this primer so much, so I'm just gonna put like maybe that amount of primer, and make sure your hands are clean. And if you look, if you can see that there's like whiteness, that's because of the SPF, and that's totally normal. That's fine. So let's put it. So now for foundation, I will be using two different foundation, which is from Fenty Beauty and this one is from Maybelline. I love this combination, you guys. I really do. But before that, I have a kind of like a secret or like a trick to make your foundation last, or even your makeup last longer. I got this idea from Mrs. Jackie Aina. I've been doing this ever since like around mid 2019. So I put powder first before putting foundation. So I'm gonna put the Fenty powder from Fenty Beauty, and I am in the shade Butter. So I'm just gonna grab some damp sponge and put it in the spot where I normally oily, so around my nose area. So I'm just gonna like press the powder in. Don't worry, this is totally fine, and I've tested this method like a lot of times, like I mean a lot of times, and it helps you know, making my makeup like last. So I'm just gonna put here. I normally oily in my chin part as well. Now for foundation, I'm gonna mix the Fenty Beauty and the Maybelline. So from Fenty Beauty, I'm in the shade 280. I don't know how to do this anymore because I haven't filmed like a makeup video. And for Maybelline, I'm in the shade 228 Soft Tan. So I'm gonna get like at least 1 or 2 pump from Fenty here in my face. And I don't want to put like the foundation in my nose because I don't want to build up the coverage there, especially I'm wearing an eyeglasses. So the rest of the foundation that it's in my face, I'm just gonna like drag it to my nose. And for the Maybelline, I'll put like that much. Yeah, so anyways, and I'm gonna just use a sponge from Real Techniques. I love their sponges. So I'm just gonna, oh my god, before I even forget, oh, this is important. One of the important steps as well, you guys, is to set first before blending it. Okay. Oh, I forgot I have a candle there. Okay, so let's just blend this. And this have been my go-to makeup look, like, you know, like every day if I ever put a makeup. I don't normally put too much makeup at work, or I barely put makeup at work because sometimes I'm wearing a mask. Sometimes if I go out or I run some errands, the mask is gonna cover it, so it's useless. But if I do wear a foundation or like a makeup, this is like my go-to, and it has been doing a great job for me, especially like holding the makeup product. So now what's in the sponge is I'm gonna start just blending it in my nose area. So anyways, I'm gonna put some concealer. I will be using the elf hydrating camo concealer, which is, this is really affordable. It is only $6, you guys. And I've been using this concealer, like the hydrating, more than the regular camo one. And I normally mix it with my Fenty concealer, which is, I'm in a shade 210. So what I'm gonna do is just put a little bit of concealer in here. There. That's the Fenty Beauty, to kind of like how do you call that, because this is, I believe the Fenty is lighter, or maybe the elf. I think the elf is lighter. Nope, it was the Fenty, it's lighter. So I'm just gonna put 2 different concealer and also put it here. And I will also be using the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, which is, this is like this is my favorite concealer, like one of my favorite concealer. I'm in the shade Warm Beige, and I like to use this to, if I'm not wearing a lot of makeup or even foundation, I like this concealer as is because it is full coverage and creamy, and it's easy to blend. So I'm just gonna put it right there, a little bit here in the nose. And I don't want to blend it right after you put your concealer. You don't want to blend it after. You can wait like a minute or 30 seconds, just let it dry, because I learned that from Miss Jackie Aina as well, that if you blend your concealer right after you put your concealer, it's not gonna do the job. And when blending the concealer, just lightly blend it, don't drag it as well. So you gotta like push it in, just push it in really lightly and slow, because if you drag it, then what's the sense of putting the concealer, and if you're just dragging the product. So I really like this finish. It's like glow from within, but we need to set it with translucent powder. So I don't want to bake. I'm just gonna like set. Now I'm tired of baking, since we already have that first translucent powder before we put the foundation. It kind of like helps out. So I'm just gonna put the powder here. This is where I normally get really oily in the nose part. So the rest of the translucent powder that I used earlier, I'm just gonna put it all over my face. Alright, so next is bronzer. I will be using my Fenty bronzer, and I'm in the shade Island Thing. I love this bronzer. Like here, that's the evidence of how I use this bronzer, and I like, it's like my perfect bronzer like color. So I'm just gonna have my big mirror here, go bronze my face. Of course, the forehead as well. I also like to bronze my nose, kind of give me that like sun-kissed vibe. So I'm gonna like use the same brush and bronze my nose. Okay, for the blush, I will be using my elf blush, and I think this is the infused primer blush from elf, because look, this doesn't have a name at all. Like once I took up the box, or like the little carton that comes with, there's no name, there's not even a sticker in it. So but I remember it's a primer infused blush, and I don't know what shade it is, so I'm just gonna take this shade, and this is really pigmented, you guys, so gotta be careful. Here I'm working my way up. Okay, now for highlighter, I will be using my Anastasia. This is the collaboration with Amrezy, and I love this highlighter, you guys. Like, I freaking love this highlighter. So I'm just gonna use this today. There. Do you see that girl? Oh my goodness. All right, so for my falsies, I will be using this is like my everyday falsies if I'm going out like in an everyday or just like running errands. I like to use this. I got this at the site Shop Miss A. Everything for, not almost everything, but mostly everything is for $1, and I paid $5 or $4 for these, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 and it's 6-pack, so it's like $1 or something. So I'm gonna use this, and the name is Alexis, and she's giving me like you have lashes, but it's falsies. So right there, and I'm just gonna curl my blush, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so the falsies are in, and now time for the lips. This has been my favorite lip liner, and a lot of you guys keep asking me what is your lipstick like, what is the shade of it, and it is the Cafe from LA Girl right here, and this is really affordable. So I'm gonna take Cafe, and I'm just gonna line my lips with the shade, and I really love my nudes nowadays, so okay. So now for the lipstick, I will be using one of my favorite as well, and this is from Sunny's Face in the shade Brunette. Right here, I'm gonna use this bullet lipstick and just put it in the middle. Alright, so let's just set this one more time. I always forget that I have candle on the back. Alright, so this is the finished look. This has been like my go-to makeup, like almost not every day, but like I said, like go-to makeup. And I like this, really simple. I barely put, well, I didn't even put eyeshadows on it, just because I just like it like this, very soft glam, like bronzy soft glam look. So anyway, you guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys soon on my next one. Bye.